Hi class, good afternoon. I just want to say I'm super excited about this lesson today because I know that you guys are going to rock it out. Now we've worked with some of this stuff before, and I know that you know that we're multiplying today, and we're multiplying two-digit numbers. So I know that you probably already read the I can't statement, but here we are. We're multiplying two-digit numbers today. That means that today, by the end of today's lesson, that you're going to be able to say 25 times 37 equals, you're going to be able to solve this problem quickly, accurately, and today we're going to solve it using the area model. So I've got an example of a problem right here for you, and let's take a look. There are 13 toy dogs in each row of a carnival booth. There are 24 rows of toy dogs. How many toy dogs are there in all? Now, I know if you guys are already seeing this in your head, you're probably already annotating and saying, all right, stop talking. There are 13 toy dogs. So we should have already circled in our head 13 toy dogs, and you probably saw the number each as well as another number 24, meaning that we're going to be multiplying 13 times 24. I'm going to pause the video right here. Substitute teacher, I don't know what your name is yet, but I know that you're great. And I want you to know, if the students today, and this is for the rest of you guys too, if you guys today listen hard, you don't talk over this video, and you take really good notes, I'll let you work with a partner. Now, if you're talking during the whole time, you're going to have to work independently, but that's up to the substitute teacher to decide. So you guys make the actions, you do the right thing, and then you'll get to work with a partner. Now, I want you to pause the video right now. Henry, if you could come up, pause it. Thank you. Come on up, pause this video for me. And before you pause it, I want everybody to take out a piece of paper out of their pause binder. So I'll give you a second to pause the video. All right, let's get started. At the top of your paper, I want you to write your name. And the first problem that we're going to be solving today is 13 times 24. I'm going to move that up a bit. There we go. So we're solving 13 times 24. Now today, since we're using the area model to multiply 13 times 24, you know that we're going to have to draw that rectangle. You guys should know right now that area, the formula for area, is equal to length times width. So let's multiply 13 times 24. If I'm breaking up 13, I'm going to break it into 10 and 3. Oopsies. Into 10 and 3. The second thing I'm going to break up is my 24. So on this side, you're going to write 20 and 4. Exactly. So right now you should have your rectangle broken up just like this. 10 plus 3, 20 plus 4, and we are also multiplying. So you're going to put your multiplication sign right there in that corner. I'll give you a second to make sure you have that. If you're a real top-notch scholar, you probably already started to partition off this rectangle. So I want you guys to tell me where I'm going to stop. We've got 10 and 3. Thank you. And what about 20 and 4? Yes, thanks. Your rectangle should look like this. If it hasn't, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to do it. At the end of 5 seconds, I want you to give me a 5-clap star. So finish up writing. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good, very good. All right, so let's go ahead and multiply. Now, we know that area equals length times width. Area is what? Area is what? Okay, so we're going to multiply our length here, which is 20, times our width, which is 10. 20 times 10. 2 times 1 is 2, and I'm going to add my 2 zeros to make 200. Let's look at our next one. My length, I'm going to use a different color. My length is 20, and my width is 3. So we're multiplying here 20 times 3. Once again, I'm going to use 0 as my hero. I'm going to multiply 2 times 3 to get 6, and add my 1 0. I'll give you guys a second to catch up. So these are my 2 partial products that I have so far. But I have 2 more that I have to complete for this problem. My next one, I have a length of 4 and a width of 10. 4 times 10. So that length and width, they're coming from right there and right here. So 4 times 10, you guys should know that. 4 times 10 is 40. I don't even need to use 0 as my hero for that. That's a tens fact. My last rectangle. So after I have 4 times 10, I have my last one, which is 4 times 3. 4 times 3. None of the 4 times 3 equals 12. So now, class, I have all of my partial, exactly. So now that I have all my partial products, I'm going to add them together. So right now I should have together my 200 is a partial product. I'm going to rewrite that over here. 60 is a partial product. 40 is a partial product. And 12 is a partial product. And I'm going to add all of those together. I know 6 plus 4 equals 10, plus 1 equals 11. And 1 plus 2 is 3. So my product, my full product, is 312. And we were talking about, in our problem, how many toy dogs there are in all. So I can say that there are 312 toy dogs. I want us to do one more together. So I want everybody, when I say go, and not before I say go, to open up your Envisions book to page 197. Kathleen, come on up. I want you to time the class. Let's do this in less than a minute and 30 seconds. Less than a minute and 30 seconds. You're turning to page 197. Henry, can you pause the video, please, real quick, until everybody's ready and on page 197. All right, so we're going to do one question together. I want us to look at question number, actually, we're going to do 2 together. Look at question number 1 and look at question number 3. Now, question number 1. It says, make sure that you're tracking your paper. In the example on the previous page, what 4 simpler multiplication problems were used to find 24 times 13? So that's the problem that we just finished doing. So what 4 simpler equations did we use? Take a look. We could say that we used 20 times 10, 20 times 3, 4 times 10, and 4 times 3. Those are our 4 simple equations that we used. Whoopsie. I'll be right back. All right, the last question we're going to do is question number 3 together. So I want you to make sure that you're showing your work on this problem because it's almost already halfway done for us. Now you can see on the paper, in the book, it drew us an area model. So we already have it drawn for us. So we don't have to do a lot of the work, but we still have to show the multiplication. So I see 24 times 16. I also see an area model that looks like this. And let's see, on our left side, it's broken up into 20 and 4. Up here on the top, that's our shorter side. It's broken up into 10 and 6. So you should have those 4 numbers written on your area model. I'm going to rewrite this problem just a little bit bigger for you. So we've got 20. Oopsies. We've got 20, we've got 4, we've got 10, and we've got 6. Now, you guys are going to help me. How do I find the area of this rectangle? I'm going to multiply 20 times 10. 20 times 10. Let's multiply first. Our basic fact, 2 times 1 to get 2, and add our 2 zeros to get 200. You should have that written down already. Already you should have this number written down. Now this is your practice. If you're not writing this down, you're not going to know what the next step is. So let's keep going. The next one we're going to multiply. Our length here is the same as the length over here. Our length here is going to be 20. Our width here, we can see it. It's right above. So we're multiplying 20 times 6. I know that 2 times 6 is 12. And I'm adding my 0 onto the end to get 120. Our next one. I've got a length of 4, a width 4 times the same thing that's up here. So it's 4 times 10. Once again, we know 4 times 10 is 40. And let's do our very last box. Let's find the area of this one, which is 4 times 6 to make 24. Now I want you to pay attention to this really quickly. The reason why we draw our area model is like this is because look at our biggest box. Our biggest box has the largest partial product. Our smallest box has the smallest partial product. So that's another way that you can check your answers and see, hey, is this reasonable? Does it make sense? If I have a really big number here and it's bigger than this number, then no. So I might need to check our math either here or here to make sure that this number is always our biggest number. So now let's just, with our partial products, what are we going to do with them, class? What are we going to do with our partial products? Good, we're going to add them together. So let's add together 200 plus 120 plus 40 plus 24. 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 4 is 4. 0 plus 2 plus 4 is 6. And then 6 plus 2 is 8. And then 2 plus 1 makes 3. Class, if you paid attention during this mini lesson today, if you were working hard, if you were taking notes, this probably makes a lot more sense than it did before. Now, if it's still a little bit fuzzy, or if you still need some help, we can ask our teacher to go to Google Classroom, and I've got another video in there that you can take some more notes on and try some more practice with. It's not me teaching you, though. It's a different video. So I really want you to try your Envisions on your own or with a partner, but it's up to your substitute teacher on your behavior during this video today.